I've been changing my settings all over the place, and I have found a huge benefit in it. In this video, I just kind of want to talk about the benefit and how it's helped me and how I think it can help you guys. Nothing too crazy, but changing your settings is huge, and I think you guys should experiment doing it. So enjoy the race as I kind of ramble and try to bark for you. All right, boys, I just learned probably the most important thing. I mean, I guess I just taught myself. I've been preaching this for a long time, but the most important thing to get better at this game is settings. And I recently have switched my settings over to 100 direct lean, and man, did I feel good. Oh, well, you know, that's tragic. Did I feel good? But there was still something off. And let's just take this track specifically. We'll just talk about San Fran, because holy cow. Oh my gosh. Well, San Francisco, the top qualifying time was about, oh my goodness. I'm literally just doubling. Anyway, the top qual time was a 55.5 for EU. And up until yesterday, I was running, I could not get below like a 58.4. And oh my, dude, are you guys good? What is going on? And really, that's pretty far off the pace for me. And really, like, that was really hard for me to do. I'm not gonna lie. That was like I had to hit everything. I felt like I was flying. Everything was perfect. And then just like a low 58 comes out, you know? And that, for me, okay, all right, well, all right, okay, well, all right. I'm not sure why we hit the brakes there, but that's all right. So I am usually, I would say, like, in qualifying, I would say I'm usually around 2 seconds off of top qual. So if it was a 55.4, 55.5 was top qual. Oh my gosh, I looked over at my other monitor. 55.5 was top qual. I would be somewhere between like 58 flat and like 57.1 or something, somewhere in there. That's where I would typically be. And I was way off of that. I was about a half second to a second and a half off of that. Well, I was doing a stream yesterday. Oh my gosh, this guy, me and this guy. I just gotta get away. I gotta get away. Excuse me, sir. Thank you. Bye. Oh my goodness, I'm afraid. I was doing a stream yesterday where we had Cam and Keegan and Trojan and Tyler J, and everyone was in my lobby, and we were all racing. And boys, I was off the pace, like really off the pace. So I decided to, you know, I mean, I was just kind of struggling, you know, like what's going on? I kept asking chat. And then finally, my man's Doug Du from the RD Racing team sent a message that said, yo, like, your direct lean looks really high. And like, it looks like you're just not smooth at all. And I was like, oh, maybe he's right. I just switched to 100, so it's like as high as it could go. I just completely butchered that section, by the way. That's all right. And I was really, like, I was really frustrated because I really liked 100 direct lean. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know how we didn't die. Like, switching from 40 direct lean to 100 direct lean, I really saw the benefit of 100 direct lean. But there was just something weird about it that I could not put my finger on. And I just was not, I just didn't feel comfortable. I wasn't consistent. And then I decided to drop down to, he said go down to like 80. And I mean, boys, within a lap, I felt so much better, so much more smooth, so much faster. I dropped my lap time on San Francisco from a 58.4 to a 57.1 in 5 laps, which is like almost a second and a half in 5 laps. And then I have since been trying to run some heaters. I've run a couple 56s, and I even was on a 55.9. I did crash in the last corner, but I did record it, so I have proof of that. And, you know, so huge improvements, seconds off my time. So I guess the reason I wanted to make the video is, like, I know at the beginning you guys may be like, what, Doc, like, settings? Like, that's the most basic thing. Of course, you know, settings make you better at the game. But I think what I want to specifically touch on is like playing with your settings and understanding what the settings do. Like, if you're feeling like it's too touchy, like it's too sensitive, you can turn your gain down. If you feel like you're not able to, like, you're like, man, I'm leaning my stick all the way over and I'm not able to get through a turn because I overshoot it or whatever, like I'm not actually able to make the turn, then turn your gain up. And there's a lot that goes into settings, I'm realizing now that I'm playing on different controllers, and I've been doing coachings, right, where I help you guys get better at the game, and I'm just learning a lot about settings specifically and how the different controllers change settings. That pass was fire, by the way. And oh my goodness, hang on to it, baby. Hold on, baby, hang on to it. That was crazy. And so it's not all like cut and dry, to be honest. There's not all one setting that's gonna fit all controllers. And I really just think that you guys should really mess around with your settings. If you feel like it's just not smooth, try lowering your direct lean if you're on a high direct lean. But also, like, I would not go too low, because really the direct lean, the way the direct lean holding the bike up, it really helps the game a lot, to be honest. Helps you be a lot more consistent. So, you know, don't be like Doc and play on, like, I played on 8 direct lean for like over 2,000 hours. So let's not do that, because, oh my gosh, it's my arch enemy. Because that's bad. Let's definitely don't do that. But like, experiment, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, I have basically not touched my settings, and you know, I got off of tapping around 2,500 hours, where I was on 8 direct lean for 2,500 hours, and then I've been playing on 40 for a really long time, 40 direct lean for probably another 1,500, somewhere in there. And I recently switched to 100 direct lean. I had about 100 hours on that, and I saw the benefit of it. And then now I'm on, I think, 70, and it's like the perfect blend for me of, like, you get the benefits of 100 direct lean, or some of the benefits, but you also, it's not so like jerky and difficult. And you know, like, I'm playing on, I made a video recently on the Turtle Beach Stealth Ultra controller. That's what I'm playing on, what I will continue to play on. I really like it, but it's really sensitive, and then with the smoothing, it makes it sensitive, but the stick doesn't do very much. So I actually play on like a really high gain now. I play on like 101, I don't know, what is it, like 101.8 or something like that. I play really high. It's just one click up from 100, which is super high. Most people play on like low 90s, mid 90s, even I know some people play into the 80s. But because of how this controller is, I can play on a really high gain, which does, I don't know that it even really gives me that big of an advantage. My point is just, like, you know, my old settings did not work on this controller, and they may not work on a PS5 controller. Holy cow. And these settings certainly would not, these settings would, oh my, okay, we've jumped off the course. These settings would certainly not work on, you know, my old controller, because they're so like sensitive and responsive. So I don't know. I feel like I really learned something new recently, that I have to experiment a little bit more with my settings, and I would encourage you guys to do the same. Play with your direct lean. Remember, the higher direct lean you go, the more it's going to like, the more it's going to stand, like, faster that's going to stand the bike up. This is really hard to do, this kind of video in the middle of this race, by the way. This is really difficult. I'm like trying to go fast. Like, I don't want to be a bot and you guys be like, yeah, okay, your settings look terrible, dog, because I'm really trying to go fast. But the faster you want the bike to stand up, you're just going to want to raise your direct lean. And if you want it to stay over, like, leaned over a little bit, oh my goodness, so that you can, you know, like, let go of it out of corners and not have it just shoot back up straight, then lower your direct lean a little bit. And then if you want it to be a little bit more smooth, you can definitely, you know, lower that gain. And yeah, I don't know, it's really interesting. But I have really found these new settings I have have really helped me be more consistent and faster and just everything. So I would encourage you guys, play around with your settings. I don't know if that video made sense. I really just, whenever I have like breakthroughs, I just want to share it with you guys because maybe you guys can have breakthroughs. So recently, I feel like I've had a breakthrough between the controller and good settings. I'm still gonna finalize these settings a little bit, and then I will like make a dedicated settings video. I don't want to just throw something out there. Just here's the settings I'm using right now. Like, I'd like to give you a settings that I will plan on using for a while. So I'm gonna keep grinding on these settings and perfecting them, and then I'll send them over in a video somewhere. But I just wanted to, I don't know, just want to share that with you. All right, hope you have a good day. We got third in that moto behind Ken's and Keegan. After that terrible start, I think we did pretty good. So, all right, I love you boys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.